I did not become a vegan because I wanted to lose weight. Advocate for yourself and drop some knowledge bombs. So be prepared, have a plan, stay organized. I don't care if you're vegan or not, like, we can still be friends. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am so happy that you're here. If you don't know me, my name is Bella Lamb and I am a plant-based wellness blogger from Minnesota. So December 18th is my official vegan birthday, so I wanted to make a video dedicated to my journey and the things I've learned along the way. So today I'll be talking about my transition into a vegan diet, how I lost 12 pounds, my top tips for anyone transitioning, and last but not least, pros and cons of being a vegan. Okay, so let's dive in. Disclaimer, I am not here to tell you to be vegan. I'm just here to share my story, my experiences, and you can take it however you'd like. I just want to share my message, and this is something that I'm really passionate about, so I hope that comes through. Okay, so this is how I officially transitioned into a vegan. So last year around this time, I was on YouTube. I was looking at videos on recipes, and then I came upon some like vegan recipes, and then one thing led to another. I came to The Best Speech Ever by Gary Yourofsky, and that speech literally just like changed my whole perspective. He can be a little like dramatic and really like straightforward, intrigued on the topic. So yeah, that night I literally cried. I was like super sad, and I was like so curious about this topic. So I ended up watching more videos. I did some research. I watched like a documentary. I'll put a list of documentaries in the link in the description. So in this particular night, I was alone. So I spent hours researching, and then something just clicked. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try this vegan thing. Like, I was vegetarian for like a year. I cut out red meat and chicken like a few months before then. But then I was like, okay, I'm gonna give this a try because this makes sense to me. And so that night I like made the decision, and I didn't really tell anyone in the beginning besides my boyfriend. And so yeah, that's how I started. I'm not saying that I was perfect after I made that decision. It was like a slow transition. Obviously, I, caved in at some times. I made mistakes, or I accidentally ate something with like animal products in it. But the point is, like, I did my best, and I had the intention of being a vegan. And I would say like about 6 months later, I was like fully vegan. Like, I was really into the lifestyle, and I was advocating for myself and telling people like, hey, I won't eat that, So it was a slow transition, but I think the most important part is just making the decision to want to be vegan, and then just going with it, and just, giving yourself grace, because you're not going to be perfect, and it's a transition. I wasn't like a healthy vegan. Like, I wasn't a raw vegan or anything. I just cut out dairy, milk, eggs, cheese, whatever, and I lost 12 pounds. Okay, so let's talk about how I lost 12 pounds. So I won't go too in depth about this, but I will just cover the basics. And if you guys are interested, I can do another video. But yes, I lost 12 pounds, and I didn't do it on purpose. This was purely, I think, because of the vegan diet. I wasn't calorie counting. I wasn't working out hardcore. I was doing yoga, and I was maybe going to the gym like 2 to 3 times a week. But yeah, I didn't even like step on the scale like daily. So when I saw that I literally lost 10 pounds in the first like 2-3 months, I was blown away. So, and disclaimer, my body weight, my BMI is actually at a normal, and my body fat right now is low. So it's not like I'm unhealthy for my size, like, and I wasn't like obese or anything before. I definitely needed it. I just feel more energy, and I can rant all day about this, but I really think it was because I was eating lots of veggies, drinking lots of water, eating fruits, and just being more mindful of what I ate. So the 12 pounds just melted off, like, seriously. And a year later, it's still off, and I think this is a really good weight for me, so I want to stay at this weight. But yeah, that's how I lost 12 pounds. And by the way, I did not become a vegan because I wanted to lose weight. I knew that was like a side effect, but I never went into it because I was like actively looking for something to lose weight. All right, so moving on to my top tips for anyone who's transitioning. Number one is do research. Make sure you are aware of the vitamins, minerals, and all the nutrients that you need to pretty much thrive and survive every day. So I'm talking about B12s, iron, calcium, proteins, all that. Yes, do your research and become educated on this subject matter. All right, number two is to get involved in a vegan community. And this is super important if you're in an area that doesn't have a lot of vegans or vegetarians or anything like that. So getting involved online is honestly the best thing that I did for myself. I've met people in real life due to Instagram, social media, etc., etc. And so just getting involved and and watching other influencers. Liv B, Ellen Fisher, I love From My Bowl, Caitlin, Sweet Simple Vegan. There's Sweet Potato Soul and so many others. Definitely check them out and get involved. Three is let the people closest to you know that you're transitioning. This is really important, and I'm not saying like tell everybody you meet that you're vegan. Like just be you, do you. If they ask questions, advocate for yourself and drop some knowledge bombs. I don't know, but yeah, so just tell your loved ones, like the people closest to you, tell them why that you're going vegan. It's not personal to them. It's nothing against them. It's something that you chose for yourself, for your health, the environment, whatever your purpose is or your why. Number four is a health journal. So I keep a health journal so that I can write out what I eat and things that I did that day and my physical activity. And I do this every night so that I'm aware and mindful of what I'm doing and what I'm putting into my body. And this keeps me accountable, so that's why I really like having one. And yeah, so get yourself a journal, write food log in the front, and then every night just list out everything you ate and how you're feeling, what you did today, and I think that will really help. Okay, so last but not least, my number 5 tip is to have staple recipes that you can make every week. So for me, that includes sweet potatoes, rice, beans, lentils, what else do I like? I guess pasta sometimes, soups, all that. Make sure you have a list of things you really like to eat and things that are super easy to make so that throughout the week you can have it ready to go and you're not gonna be, pulled to eat random shit from like the food concessions because you're hungry, So be prepared, have a plan, stay organized, and do your best to, prep those meals. All right, so now going into the pros and cons of being a vegan. The first con is social gatherings. These are really hard if you're going with non-vegans who are either judgmental, closed-minded, or who are just kind of pushy about their meat beliefs. That's the hardest part, but you just gotta stay strong, be cool, and know that, you're not here to prove anything to anyone. You're just living your life and doing what you feel is right. And that goes into number 2 for the cons list. You can definitely get into a heated debate really quickly if you aren't calm, cool, and collected. And again, just show compassion for everybody, not just for the animals. Show people that kindness is the key for everything. You're not going to get through to people by shoving things down their throats and telling them that they're wrong. Just do whatever you feel is right and do it with grace and compassion. Number 3 is trying not to sound preachy when you are talking about veganism or animal rights or anything like that. It's really hard for me to sometimes hold back my thoughts because if I go on a rant, I go on a rant. So that's another thing, just keeping it cool when you're talking about things you're passionate about. Sometimes I gotta, put a lid on it, but that could be a con. Number 4 is sometimes I do have limited options at grocery stores or at restaurants. I try my best not to go to restaurants that don't have a lot of options, and I do that by looking their menu up before I go. But if I don't, that's kind of a bummer. But I truly believe that all restaurants are slowly but surely giving more vegan and vegetarian options. The demand for it is going up. Another hard thing is, especially in the beginning, it's kind of difficult to get your friends and family to understand or to even accept that you're going vegan. I think eventually the people in your life who really do love you, they will understand and come around. So in the meantime, just stay positive, stay compassionate towards their feelings, and do your best to make it easy and effortless, and don't make a big deal out of it, because you know, it's nothing to argue about. Like, you shouldn't cut yourself off from your friends and family, and you definitely don't want to isolate yourself. Okay, whew, I need a break. Okay, so let's move on to the good stuff. We are going to be talking about the pros of veganism now. All right, so number one is the community. Like, again, I talked about this earlier, but honestly, the community of vegans are amazing. Yes, there are some vegans that might be totally hardcore, and they might be really abrasive even, but that's anybody. Like, you can't categorize people and stereotype people for their beliefs, for their lifestyle. But in general, all the vegans I've met have been so cool, and it's just really nice to like be around people with the same values and ideas as you. So definitely the community is the number one pro. Second, I have noticed that I've become more creative and inspired to cook in the kitchen. Like, I've become more motivated to cook, and I think that's because I now take responsibility for what I put into my body. It has become really fun to cook it up in the kitchen, and so that's definitely a pro. Third is finding a lifestyle and message that I am proud to advocate and stand up for. It just honestly gives me so much purpose to know that I am living my life in a way that I feel is right and true to myself. All right, the fifth thing is my health. I will definitely make another video going deeper into this subject, but my health has definitely skyrocketed since I transitioned. A year later, I think my body has really adjusted, and it's finally at this like balanced level. My nails feel so much stronger. My skin has cleared up a whole lot without antibiotics, without birth control, without anything like that. My hair has been growing like way faster than normal, and yeah, I just feel like the sense of energy that I really never have felt before. Definitely just having the mindset of eating vegetarian or eating vegan has helped me like really get my health to be at the number one priority. Obviously, it comes down to also my yoga practice and using non-toxic ingredients and drinking lots of water and having proper sleeping habits. Like, those all contribute to it. All right, number 6 is my compassion level. Yeah, I just feel like I have become more aligned and connected to everything and everybody. It's kind of like hippie and really like woo-woo, but that's seriously what I feel like, especially with animals. Like, I just have this newfound like respect and love for animals. I think also I can tolerate more people now because I try my best to be in their shoes, and yeah, my whole perspective has changed ever since I adapted into this vegan lifestyle, and I think it's because of just the overall message that it brings. Last but not least is confidence. I have become definitely a more confident person, and I don't know if it's because of the vegan diet, but it has helped me become more confident. It made me realize that I can literally do anything and everything that I want to, and that my reality is what I make of it. Yeah, so veganism has helped me speak my truth. It has helped me realize that I am in charge of my life. It has made me realize that my decisions matter and that I am capable of anything and everything. My reality is anything that I want it to be. Just a year ago or just 2 years ago, I would never have thought that. I would never even have imagined that I could be a plant-based wellness blogger, or I could even be a vegan because of X, Y, and Z. Like, there's so many excuses. I could give you a list right now of like why I shouldn't be a vegan or why I couldn't be a vegan, but it doesn't matter because I made the decision and I made it happen. And so that just gives me so much confidence. Okay, so I think that's all I have for today. On my next vegan video, I actually want to talk more about the physical changes and the health aspects of being a vegan. So if you're into that, let me know down below. As always, I really appreciate any comments, likes, and subs. So if you like this video, leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are about veganism, and like this video so I know to make more of them. That is officially it for today. Thank you so much again for watching. I appreciate you. I adore you. I love you. I will talk to you soon. Peace!